Got several issues today that we're going to discuss. So let's. Thought I'd give you guys the live treatment because they don't publicize these meetings. Sorry, I'm just fixing my tripod here. Okay, yeah, I'll tell you, this is my, and I know you're not old enough to remember this, but the Back to the Future movie.
I know Back to the Future.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not that young.
Well,
yeah.
And I'm sure even young people probably have watched Back to the Future. Yeah. But at the very end of Back to the Future, Marty McFly gets that truck, that big black Toyota SR5 V6 4x4. Yeah. And ever since that, because I was old enough that when it came out, I was a kid. And ever since then, I've wanted that truck. And I finally was able to get it. And yeah, so it's my dream truck. It was my wife was like, if money was not an object, like what kind of car would you have? I said, I've got it. Yeah. Now I'd probably get some extra stuff added to it, but I've got exactly what I want. Yeah, I love Tacomas, man. I've loved them forever. So, all right, can you guys hear me really well?
Yeah, they're all international though. They're all Euros. They're all Euros. Why aren't you guys worried about your Muslims?
Oh, damn.
Worry about your Muslims. What are you worried about Trinidad?
Go like over there, and I'm gonna see if they can hear you.
All right.
So, hey, I want to see if you guys can hear.
I'm over here now.
cjgrisham, nice to meet you, sir.
Still ranting about Muslims?
Oh, yes. Thank you. Appreciate
this stream is about everything, but we're here in Trinidad, Texas. If you can hear me, give me a honk honk in the chat.
So
I said, if you can hear me, give me a honk honk in the chat.
Okay. Well, then we definitely need to talk. Oh, are you saying something, Ryan?
Honk honk in the chat.
Can y'all hear Ryan?
Can y'all hear anything? Can I say anything?
Okay, yeah, they could hear you. Good.
No honk honks though.
Oh, let me see if there's honk. Let me see if there's honk honks.
No.
Yes, Otto is here.
They can hear me. That's all we need.
Okay, yeah, there's a beep beep up there.
That beep beep. All right, I'll take beep beep. I'll take beep beep.
How's it going?
Okay. John,
okay, yeah, we've talked too.
Yeah, man.
Good talking to you.
I told you, man, when I worked at DPS, man, they was monitoring your social media and everything else back then.
No kidding. I need to talk to you.
Yeah, when I was contracted out to intelligence counter. Yeah, open carry Texas. One of those they was.
Yes, sir.
You know, I know that happened, and I'll tell you why. I would be riding my bicycle.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I think we
anywhere, right?
Did you call
a DPS trooper?
Okay, yeah, I remember that.
Like, hey, Mr. Grisham, everything okay? And I'm like, okay. Hey guys, who's that?
Oh, okay.
Absolute awesome. Best lawyer.
Y'all know who this is? This is the international star right here of the show.
No, I'm not. That's definitely you. I'm going back in.
Yes, sir.
So that's Jennifer Combs, everybody.
Family's dossier. I got it on video.
All right.
Perfect.
What's going on, man?
How you doing?
Doing good.
So, yeah, who gets the city of Trinidad one?
City administrator.
That can either be you can give that to the mayor. You can give it to the city administrator. Actually, those are the only two people: city administrator or the mayor.
I want to see that. I feel we're not set, but I'm going to take you.
Well, you sure you don't need to go outside for it?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
All right. Let's put this over here. Oh, no, I'm just going to, actually, yeah, that might be good. I'll just put it next to yours.
Mayor, I have something for you since you represent the city of Trinidad. You have been served. There you go.
Dismissed it almost.
That's one part.
Thank you. So I just need you to fill out that paperwork.
I'll fill it out in a minute.
Brian?
Nice to meet you, Clay. How you doing? Pleasure.
Nice to meet you. I'm Clay.
Oh, Clay, nice to meet you. Oh, yeah, good to meet you in person.
You're good as long as you're below.
Yeah.
Who are these three for?
Where's the
Let's see. This is the podium over here. I was hoping to be able to see the mayor too, so I might have to put it back here. No, I'm just going to put it back here, a little further back. There we go. I just want to know why there's a crack pipe in here.
We need to fill these out.
Oh, probably, yeah. Mr. Mayor, how you doing? Good. Just so you know, we only serve you because you represent the city. You're not named in the lawsuit.
We're usually what that's when you finish spinning it out.
Okay, what you want in?
I'm good for what you got.
Okay.
Did you get me one?
Yeah.
Just remember you're mic'd up in case you have private
Say
conversations.
something crazy.
They can hear you everywhere.
All right.
It's you up there, and I don't have one here. I have one there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll let you sit there.
I'm just gonna sit for a second.
I'll just flip this around for a moment.
Oh, if you want to say anything on the record, I do have an extra
Oh,
one.
you have a GoPro and a phone up?
Just in
Let's go.
Yeah, you never know, man. My internet goes down and we lose the video. So
28th, right?
yeah.
You don't have to put an address, by the way.
No?
I don't ever put an address. It's none of their fucking business.
What phone number?
I just put an email, but it doesn't matter if you want to do a phone number or not. So I want agenda item. Was it 5? No, actually,
Yeah.
I think it's 5. Probably like 5 and something like that.
Discuss and possibly take action to terminate the legal services agreement with Clayton County.
So that's 8, right?
That's 9.
9. What's 5?
7 is what I'm doing. 5 is here. I'll give it to you.
So yeah, 5. So agenda item.
I'm really using this as a chance to get better at public speaking. I'm really no good at
It's
it.
good practice.
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
good. I just go and read the statement.
7.
Easy peasy. And my first public speaking was also a city council meeting. So
Yeah.
this was just something
Nine.
out for me.
It's the Alex Stein strategy. This might go.
Who do we give these to?
I have no idea.
Mr. Mayor, who do we give these to? There you go. So you doing all right? Okay. Well, oh, did you just get this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Are we saying the older needed? Are we saying the older needed? There's another.
Careful on.
Yeah, there we go.
Almost unplugged my own wire.
Yeah, I saw that.
More chairs coming out.
Let me see if anybody's saying anything here in the meantime. All right, guys, I can see the cameras shortly here. Who got served? The city attorney? No, so that is the city attorney up there reading through the lawsuit. We served the mayor on behalf of the city. We served the police chief, and we served Cynthia Dozier, who is the city administrator. Those are the 3 people that just served their lawsuit today.
Well, who are you with? Okay, I was gonna say big camera.
One more too. I've done no better.
This is a sweet setup. I like the handle here. I like that the GoPro's not in the.
Yeah.
I'm sure you had the.
I got a perfect little angle.
Right. Which GoPro is that?
I think it's a 10.
Okay.
It's a 10 with the medium on it.
It's a nice case.
Hey, you can't throw it across the room and you're gonna break it. That's why GoPros that is.
And Harvey is the one that did the service for me. So y'all can give him kudos for that.
I got it all on video for you.
Got it all on video too. Yes, HBO Matt is here oh no, Matt's not here. Matt's not here. Oh, he's in the chat, okay. The city council meeting starts at 6. So actually, you know what, we'll keep it going. Just so you know, it's going to be boring for about 15 minutes because nothing's going to happen until 6.
4 likes and I'll say the N-word.
There's Ryan. Nancy Pelosi?
No, I'm just trying to get your channel nuked right before we get started. was it? Someone sent me one of those like offensive Twitter songs. I tagged you in it, and I was like, "Am I really a free speech attorney if this isn't playing when you walk in?" And it's just one of those AI songs where every word's a slur.
Oh, geez.
Like every word, it's like a slur for every single slur that's ever existed ever.
If you hold down this first button, the one closest to the light,
That's the slur button.
That's how you turn it off. If you want
the
to
slur
talk off
button?
the record, that's the slur button.
That's the slur button.
Yeah.
Is that the beep button?
The beep.
The beep button over here.
Need a sensor beat would be fun.
Yeah, that would be automatic AI sensor.
They'll have that one day, right? They've already got Kick. When you hear a gunshot on Kick, it turns off your live stream.
Really? How do you know it's a gunshot and not a get backfire?
AI, bro. That's I don't know. Fucking the computer knows.
What if it's a firework?
I don't know. I also thought Kick was one of
What
the
if you're at a
platforms you were
range?
allowed to shoot at a range.
Yeah, what if you're at a range?
I think YouTube's the one that doesn't allow it. We had issues with them. They cut us off mid live stream a couple times doing open carry walks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but we were allowed to upload the walk, which I guess in their logic is if you're uploading the walk, nothing happened. If it's live, potentially you stream something could happen. But let's stream it.
Oh, I need to go get my charger just in case. Oh, never mind. If I do a charger, that's not plugged in.
You can plug it in though still.
No, because I've only got one USB port. That would unplug the mics.
No, you have the USB on top of there. You can plug
Does that work?
Yeah, that's the charger port for when you're using it.
Oh,
You just need a brick for the wall.
another brick for the wall?
I mean, we have a cord in there.
Another brick in the wall? That is a snazzy jacket.
Appreciate it.
That's what I was thinking.
Man, this is the whole fucking city.
Yeah, I know.
I was dying laughing watching your live stream last time.
Yes, you said it.
You gotta fill this up. That's all you have to do. That's all that stuff.
Thank you.
What's that? Yeah, I got the battery.
Have you ever seen a secure area that's required to get to the bathroom?
Ooh,
It's open sometimes, they say.
it's a secret bathroom. I'm gonna get arrested. I brought forbidden documents into the city council meeting. We're both getting arrested, dude. We're going to jail.
Great minds think alike.
It's like you might as well have Mein Kampf on you.
Hi, Sadie. If you're watching. Hello.
What this for the Jews? I forgot to give it to them earlier.
Let me see that real quick. Got to give this to the chief. That's funny.
Let's see if this works.
Sneak it into him.
I got so rattled earlier by their aggression, I forgot.
Oh, that does work. You know what? You just taught me something.
There you go. And in fact, well, I was gonna say you could flip it maybe so it's going down, but
Yeah, it's fine.
no interrupt. It's fine.
So, and you're out of where again?
Of course, again.
Okay. All right.
So, yeah, right there.
Yeah, who's that?
He's a friend of mine.
He reached out to me as well.
We're in the same organization.
Okay. Yeah, Phil reached out to me, and I've got his. I talked to him on Facebook, and I think he sent me an email with a bunch of information as well. Okay,
Highly qualified.
awesome. Let me edit this a little bit.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Turn this like that. And angle this down a little. Yeah, no, that's good enough. Yeah, just keep it like that. It's not perfect. It's either too high or too low. Sorry. We'll just do that. The people that matter are in the picture. So for those of you just joining us, it's going to be about 12 more minutes before the city council meeting gets started. So I guess I can check. Here, I'll just check messages in the meantime.
Is that recording?
It is. You want me to turn my mic off? back. Can y'all hear? Okay, can you hear me again? I am now back. And I will raise this up so you can see better once we get started.
It's scripted, so that's where I'm like, you know.
I just took notes.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, good. Y'all can hear me?
This is what I got right here. Just a couple pages.
I gotta let my wife know my hourly I'm
5 minutes.
alive.
Oh, 5 minutes.
Yeah, that'll be plenty. Should be plenty of
Be done
time.
early.
I'll hopefully finish in 3 or 4.
Make sure you say F word a few times.
I was thinking about ending it off with "Don't be a fucking retard," but I went with "Don't be stupid" because while I am a free speech attorney, I'm a professional free speech attorney.
Where'd JD go? Oh, there you are. Okay. Yeah, I just saw your text.
It's true. That's true. We're big on freedom of speech.
So for those of you that are watching,
Yeah.
looks like we got 150 people in here.
Yeah.
We're at the Trinidad City Council meeting. Let me just go over the agenda with you. So first thing, I'm just going to skip all the pleasantries and stuff. But the citizen comments is the first thing that's on here.
Yeah.
Then they're going to go into
He's
item number 5, which is executive session
the council's
that
nervous
will
when
deliberate the appointment, employment, evaluation, reassignment,
Yep.
duties, discipline, or dismissal of a public officer or employee, namely Shalina Bivens. Shalina Bivens is the municipal judge. And yes, we represent her.
If we all stepped up, they wouldn't
Number
be able to do this
6
shit.
is reconvene in a special session. Now, I will tell you, Ryan is going to speak.
Really?
Because Judge Bivens has requested that this deliberation be done in the open,
Wow.
not in the background. So they cannot go into executive session to discuss her employment by law. So just so you know, that'll
Right.
and Ryan will cover that before we get to that. Number 6, which is reconvene. So number 6 will go away because there won't be an executive session on the issue. And they can't go into executive session to discuss anything else because it's not on the agenda. The only thing they are allowed to discuss is her employment, because that's all that the public has been given notice of. Number 7 is discuss and possibly take action concerning the dismissal or termination of the municipal judge. Number 8, discuss and possibly take action to approve a professional services agreement with Flowers Davis PLLC. This is the law office that defends cities against civil lawsuits, so they're kind of a civil thing. Number 9 is discuss and possibly take action to terminate the legal services agreement with Clayton B. Gaddis. He is the just hired, literally 2 weeks ago, I think it was. He was just hired as the city attorney, and now they're going to terminate his contract. But then it says, and directing city administrator Cynthia Dozier to notify Mr. Gaddis and take all necessary steps to protect the city's legal interests. So they're firing an attorney and they're hiring a legal dunce to, quote, protect the city's legal interests. She's not an attorney. She doesn't even know what the Open Records Act is. She's had no training on that. So that's kind of interesting they did that. And then number 10 is kind of interesting. It says, only if dismissal or termination results from action item number 7, which is firing Judge Bivens, discuss and possibly take action regarding the appointment of Susan Carver as municipal judge. So my question is, where did Susan Carver come from? Did they have discussions outside of a public hearing? Was there no process for like putting out applications? Did they not hold an open like job position? Where did this idea of Susan Carver as a municipal judge come up unless they were speaking outside of the city council. So there's what's called a walking quorum, and they've been discussing city and municipal business about who they're going to hire as a municipal judge without a public hearing on the matter. So that's interesting. And then that's pretty much it. There's council member inquiry where they get to ask about, the city council gets their time to speak, and then they adjourn. So that's what this whole meeting is about. It's essentially a master class in corruption and not following the law. Where is Otto? Is Otto on? Where's Otto at? Oh, he's switching over to Otto, they said. Oh, is he outside?
Here. Somewhere.
You're not representing Otto, right?
Not in the civil case, no. That's Brandon. And I'll admit it, Brandon is the best civil attorney in Texas. He was my mentor. I'm catching up to him, but I give him credit where it's due. In other words, everybody's got a good attorney, or as we call it, a great fucking attorney. That's what GFA stands for.
When it comes time for her to speak and stand for herself, she would go to the podium.
She would probably have to go to the podium. Yeah. Yes, they took down the 3006 and 7 signs. Woof woof doggo. That's a good question. Woof woof doggo says, "Why are you on probation from the bar?" I'm not on probation from the bar. The bar has never put me on probation.
Okay, folks,
Oh, here we go.
despite what the big clock on the wall might say, it is 6 o'clock and it's time to get started. Before I call the meeting to order, I just want to say, we need to maintain proper decorum.
Agreed.
When we have speakers at the podium, they're to address the body of myself, not the audience. We don't want back and forth with the audience. If you want to speak, need to come up to the podium, state your name, and you will have 5 minutes to speak. And let's remain as respectful as we can to one another. So at this time, I am going to call to order this regular session of the Trinidad City Council on Thursday, May 28th at 6 p.m. Notice is hereby given that the City Council of the City of Trinidad, Texas will hold this meeting at 100 Park Street, Trinidad, Texas on the above date and time. We have a notice of possible quorum is hereby given. A quorum of the EDC may attend this council meeting. Okay, so I'm gonna call the meeting to order, establish a quorum. Velma Womack. Here. Leah Melton. Here. Marie Bannister. Here. Shaka Sutton. Here. We have a quorum. This time I would like to ask you, those who would, to bow your head and join me in an invocation. Those who don't wish to do that, you may feel free to not.
You're just a
Lord,
communist.
we are here again in tough times. And so I would ask your peace be brought to this room. I would ask that you help us to be respectful to one another. Help us to work through these issues. Be with us as we go through this meeting. And Lord, I would ask a special prayer on everyone affected by that apartment building that's exploded up in Dallas. There's a lot of lives that have been messed up tonight. So be with those people, be with their loved ones, be with us as we go through our meeting. Thank you. Amen.
Amen.
So now I would ask that you join me for the pledges.
There's allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible. Okay, now
Item
you
number
comments.
4, visitors and citizens inquiry. In accordance with the Open Meetings Act, council is prohibited from acting or discussing other than factual responses to specific questions, any items brought before
Yes,
them
Harvey's
at
live
this
too.
time. This is reserved for items not covered on the agenda. No formal action can be taken on items at this meeting. Discussion is limited to 5 minutes per person. All right, Mr. Baker, John Baker, you are up.
Okay, I got a little something prepared tonight. It might offend some people, but I'm just telling the truth. And I'm not calling anybody out personally. Let my phone cooperate with me a minute. Set that on the counter. Okay, there we go. The biggest thing that's going on tonight is the elephant in the room, and it's not even being discussed. And I'm about to discuss it. This is not about me. It's about everybody that lives in this city. Lindsay Patterson was fired by the city 4-0 a few months back as the city administrator. 4-0, no cause was given. You know what her sin was? I'll tell you what it was. She used a third party to contract out the finances to make sure nobody was stealing. Guess who got in charge of the city's finances after she was fired? Which council member was that? It's in the meeting. It's on the record. Here we go. You're about to find out, ma'am.
Thank you. I wasn't here back then.
Okay. I watched the live stream of the council meeting on April 9th, and that really opened my eyes to what is going on here in the city. I've seen, but I'm not going to go into this. I'm going to omit this because everybody else has already seen it. I've seen the police department and the council collude against the mayor to try to run him out. I have seen allegations that there's a council member that is trying to shop around a seat to run the mayor out of town. It's all recorded. Anybody can see it. Is that right? Is that how we're supposed to conduct business? They also tried to change his powers and his roles as mayor here in the city of Trinidad, violating the Constitution of the state of Texas. I don't have to be a constitutional lawyer to know that. The previous arrests that happened this month were wrong and blatantly unconstitutional. And I'm ashamed to be a resident of this city because the police department failed in its duties to protect the citizens here in the city of Trinidad.
Yes.
Let's keep the applause down, please. We got a long way to go with that. Go ahead, Mr. Baker.
All right. I'm just going to cut it kind of short and say this. Look, this is not Coffee City. This is not Caney City, where our city administrator and our chief came from. This is Trinidad, Texas. This is my home. And you cannot use this as your playground and your feet. We are not your vassals. We are the residents here in the city of Trinidad. Mayor Pro Tem Bannister,
Sorry
Ms.
about that.
Dozier,
My mic turned off.
and
Can you
Chief
hear me?
Greger, you need to resign tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Baker. Mr. Robert Freeberg, you are up, sir.
Thank you. I just wanted to say congratulations to the city of Trinidad. What's that? Congratulations, y'all went worldwide viral. So my friend Otto, the watchdog, he invited me here. So that is why I'm here. But this all started because you got some tyrants that don't understand what their oath is. They arrested this lady, Jennifer Combs, and then they arrested Otto for a First Amendment protected activity that they swore an oath to. And that's not law enforcement. That's what you call terrorism. And we're sick of it. We're sick of seeing it all the way across the state and the country. So they arrested her for a First Amendment right, disseminating news to the public, news that the public needs to know. And this chief, this tyrant, Charles Gregory, arrested her. And I don't know if you guys have figured this out yet, but saying the word fuck is not against the law. Okay. It takes more than somebody being offended. It has to cause a breach of the peace. So I will be saying fuck several times in this. So Otto, my friend Otto, shows up to protest her arrest, and he's arrested for holding a sign that says fuck. And then what happens? 2 bad cops show up and arrested him. So yeah, you guys are getting all the attention that you need and deserve. Charles Gregory, the police chief, Robert McCumsey, Officer Beckham, and Derek Holcliffe. Those are the bad cops that Otto was describing on his sign. When he had the sign that said fuck bad cops, he was talking about you guys. And you guys proved his point for him. So yeah, we're sick of tyrants. Go arrest some real criminals. Stop harassing and collecting and being terrorists. We support good law enforcement arresting criminals. Nobody wants criminals on the streets, but we're tired of these bullies violating their oaths and arresting good people for constitutionally protected activities like talking. It's ridiculous. You guys are manufacturing crime that doesn't exist. We're sick of it. And then you guys close City Hall for 2 weeks. What's up with that? I don't understand that. You guys are getting worldwide fame and you close City Hall for 2 weeks. Nobody's told me the reason why. That's why I'm asking. It seems to me like the only 2 people, hold on, you guys fired the water clerk because she was being honest and you guys couldn't manipulate her, man. That is just dirty, man. I think all of y'all should be fired, and the water clerk and Alex Estrada should take your jobs, because it seems like Mr. Estrada and Miss Reyes, the water clerk, and the mayor, it seems like the mayor has some integrity. It seems like those are the only 3 people in this city that have any integrity. I think the rest of y'all should be fired, and the ones that got fired this week should take y'all's jobs. I heard that the city attorney are taking some heat for dismissing these charges. I think they deserve a round of applause for dismissing these charges. Bullshit. Chief Gregory, you should be put in jail. What you did is a federal crime. It's Title 18, United States Code 242. You violated two citizens' rights under the color of law just because you're a tyrant, bully, and your ego got hurt. That's why you arrested them. They didn't commit any crimes. We're sick of it. You guys need to go. You need to hire back people that you fired. And happy fuck the cops day. That's all I got.
All right, Ron Helms, you are up.
All right, good evening, council. Hello. Oh, mic check. Powers. Oh, okay. That sucks. I appreciate you allowing me to speak tonight. My only question to the council is, why are we considering such important city business with a vacant council seat over there? My understanding is you have an email from somebody interested in filling that seat. So I would have a matter-of-fact question for the council. Why is that not being considered? No response? You're allowed to. I know you don't really have a consistent city attorney, but you are allowed to respond to matter-of-fact questions. No response, Marie Bannister? No. Why not to me?
All right.
I'm not right. I'm not.
My constitutional right.
It's your constitution.
That's all I gotta say. How about the citizens? Thank you for speaking tonight.
No, I mean, you're welcome, I guess. I mean, I asked you a specific question, and it sucks this mic doesn't work. Well, you actually didn't answer it. So can I reclaim my time? Are you done? Are you going to answer my question, or are you going to keep me making a fool out of yourself? So another matter-of-fact question, Marie Bannister. How many times has Judge Bivens been on this agenda in the last 3 months for an executive session? Do you know? Mayor Dennis Halls, we have open conversations all the time, very respectful conversations. Maybe you'll answer. How many times has Judge Bivens been listed as an executive session item on the City of Trinidad agendas in the last 3 months?
I believe this is the third time.
That's all I have to say. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Edward Pope.
My name is Edward Polk. I'm a resident of Trinidad, Texas. The reason I'm here is I watch the news and I really don't like what I see or hear. I think we got a fine council, and I think that they know what they're doing. They just need to back the help of people. And I believe if we work together, all this can be straightened out. And I don't think we need to call outsiders in to help straighten this town out. I think y'all smart enough to do that yourself. It's just gonna take some time. Y'all just like everything else, you fell into a trap when you took the job. It was already messed up. And if we all work together, we can get the water fixed, the roads done, and improve this town. But we fighting among each other and disrespecting everybody. It's not gonna happen. We're gonna have to pull together and bringing all the news and all this into Trinidad. It's 800 people in this town. It don't need to work like that. If we all work together, in due time, we can make it all work, but we're gonna have to pull together. And I hope we can do that. And all this bickering gotta stop. That's kids' bullshit. It's gotta stop. That's all I got to say.
Thank you.
Thanks, y'all.
CJ Grisham.
All right. Good evening, Council, Mr. Mayor. Can y'all hear me in the back? Yes, sir. I got my first sergeant voice on. My name is CJ Grisham. I'm an attorney. And I want to start tonight with a civics lesson because it's become painfully clear that some of the people sitting in this room never got one. Look at you, Miss Bannister. There's this document. You may have heard of it. It's called the United States Constitution. Now, I know that sounds exotic, maybe, in Trinidad, Texas. Kind of like finding a Starbucks out here. But I assure you, this exists, Chief. And it applies here. And in the last several months, this city government has been using it as toilet paper. You wouldn't know it, because is the toilet paper brown from being used or from the water? Now, let me tell you what the rule of law means. Chief, I hope you're listening. Macumsey, I hope you're listening. It means that the badge doesn't make you above the law. It makes you more accountable to it. Let me show you something. I got one of those too. Look at that. It means that a city administrator can't just fire good employees because they bruise somebody's ego. It means that when you put someone in handcuffs without probable cause, you don't get a trophy. You get a lawsuit. And congratulations, Trinidad, you've earned several. This city unlawfully terminated Lindsay Patterson, Colby Reyes, Alex Estrada, and now today they're trying to unlawfully terminate the city attorney that didn't even have a chance to fix their shit, and Judge Bivens. Good people, public servants, gone not for cause, not for misconduct, but because someone with a title, city administrator, and an attitude decided the rules don't apply to them. That's not management, that's retaliation, and under 42 USC 1983, retaliation is expensive. And then there are the arrests, the false ones, the felony ones. Arrests no one but the police chief and his lackey McCumsey believed was, quote, cut and dry. So cut and dry, they got dismissed. The kind where the law gets used as a weapon against citizens instead of a shield for them. That's what this badge is. It's a shield, not a sword. It's a shield to protect these people, not to harm them. When a police chief turns the department into his personal enforcement arm, he isn't serving the public, he's terrorizing it. That's not a police department, that's a racket with a budget line. So I want to speak directly to you, Chief Gregory, and I use that title loosely, the way you might call a toddler with a crayon an artist. Resign. You have dishonored your badge, this department, and every good officer who wears one. The people of this city deserve protection, not persecution. Get out. Lay down your badge right here, right now, and surrender your license before I have T. Cole take it. Do you seriously think now is the time for you to go on a vacation tomorrow? Well, you've created all of this. Yet that's what he's doing, ladies and gentlemen. Guess where he's going tomorrow? On a cruise. City Administrator Dozier, who thought firing employees without due process was just a Tuesday, you're done. The Constitution has a 14th Amendment. Would you like to read it? Just let me know. I got it right here. It's not optional. It doesn't have a carve out for Trinidad. And when this litigation concludes, the taxpayers of this city are going to be writing a very large check because of you. You couldn't be bothered to follow the law. Now, Councilwoman Marie Bannister. Ma'am, I don't know what you thought your role in this council was, but let me clarify. It was not to be a co-conspirator. It was not to lend your office to the destruction of city employees. It was not to turn the city government into a clique. The people of Trinidad didn't elect you to be an instrument of harm. You should not walk out of here tonight. You should slink out like the snake you are, with your head down in the kind of shame that follows a person when they've betrayed the public trust and they know it, and everybody around them knows it. And guess what? The federal courts are about to really know it. Step down, not because I'm asking nicely. Step down because you forfeited the moral authority to serve. Shut up. You're not the administrator here. He is.
Yeah, you're not either.
Yeah, you spoke during this public comment. That's a crime. It's called interrupting a public meeting.
Hey, I'm running the meeting, sir.
Yeah, but I'm just pointing
I
that out.
understand your point's taken. I'm running. the
Don't
meeting.
let it happen against you.
All right.
Just 3 minutes to speak.
I'm just gonna call you Ryan, because I can't say that last
Fair
name.
enough.
I'm sorry.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening. Absolutely. I'm Ryan Francis. Good evening. My name is Ryan Francis. That's my partner, CJ. Many of you are familiar with them. I'm an attorney with GFA Law. That's me and CJ, and we represent Judge Shalana Bivens. Before I get to the substance, Judge Bivens is formally requesting an open hearing on this matter. Just want to make sure the council understands what that means under Texas law. Texas Government Code Section 551 provides that a government body shall hold an open meeting to deliberate on the dismissal of a public officer or employee if that officer or employee requests an open hearing. That is mandatory language. So this body does not have the option to move for termination into executive session tonight. If Judge Bivens requests that this deliberation be open, it must be open, and she's making that request now through counsel on the record. There's a demonstration of poor comprehension skills coming out of the building lately, and I'm here tonight to address that. Your city administrator stated on the record that Judge Bivens was being terminated, quote, because you're suing the city. That is factually wrong. No lawsuit has been filed. What the city received from my office was a cease and desist letter. A cease and desist letter is not a lawsuit. It is not a prelude to one. It is a legal notice. We identified conduct that we believed was unlawful, and we notified the city that it needed to stop. We were not threatening the city. That's all a cease and desist letter does. So let me explain what it actually said. The letter told the city in plain language that its conduct towards Judge Bivens, the proposed salary cut to $400 a month, the demand that she repay her retirement contributions, the public humiliation campaign, Chief Gregory calling her a liar at an open meeting, all of it was creating conditions that constitute constructive discharge under Fifth Circuit precedent. We cited the law, we cited specific factors. We asked the city to stop. That was not a lawsuit. It was a legal notice, and the city chose to ignore it. The city's response was to put a termination vote on tonight's agenda. So let me be very clear about what that changes tonight if the city votes to terminate Judge Bivens. Before tonight, this case involved a fact question, whether the conditions the city created were severe enough to force a reasonable person out of a job. That question requires analysis. That question has defenses. After tonight, there is no fact question. There is a city administrator on the record saying she was fired because she sued the city, meaning she asserted her legal rights. There is a city council vote formally removing a judicial officer in direct response to a cease and desist letter sent by her attorney. That is textbook First Amendment retaliation. The elements satisfy themselves. There's a second dimension to this that the council should understand. Judge Bivens is not simply a city employee. She is a judicial officer. The independence of that office is not a courtesy. It's a structural requirement. When a municipal judge knows that her position depends on the goodwill of the city council and that retaining an attorney to assert her legal rights will cost her that position, the court she presides over is no longer independent. Every ruling she makes, every case before her court is shaped by that pressure. What this council is doing tonight does not just harm Judge Bivens. It compromises the integrity of every proceeding in that court. Removing a judge because she sought legal counsel is not a personnel matter. It's judicial interference. I also want to ask this council a direct question, and I want it on the record. Is this termination in any part related to Judge Bivens' dismissal of the Winston Knowles case? Just yes or no, if anyone wanted to. Because if it is, this council needs to understand what it's doing. That's not a personnel decision. That is this body using its removal power to punish a judge for a judicial ruling. That is the definition of judicial interference, and it carries its own set of legal consequences entirely separate from the First Amendment claim already on the table. This is a formal notice. If this vote proceeds, you're not resolving a personnel matter. You are creating a federal civil rights claim with the city council as the policymaker, which means Monell liability attaches to the municipality directly. Table this item. Don't be stupid. Thanks.
Thank you, sir. Ms. Stacy Farmer?
I'm Stacy Farmer, and we live up to 74. We have a business right here on Highway 31, Art House, Trinidad, and our community has been harmed by members of our city council, our city administrator, and our police department. As some of you have acted maybe based on ignorance or personal interest, at worst, conspiratorial retaliation. And I honestly don't really know what's going on behind the scenes. But I do know ongoing and recent events and this very agenda tonight are way messed up. Tonight's agenda is focused on terminating newly hired city attorney, and terminating Judge Bivens is way messed up. This agenda and the lack of focus on our city's most dire needs shows how out of touch some of you are with the needs of Trinidad. This agenda matches many other previous city council agendas with a back and forth on staffing and contract decisions that are chaotic and don't address our most pressing needs. The world is watching, literally. The media is here tonight. And the record of our previous meeting went viral. There's a reason the report went viral. Something is dreadfully wrong in Trinidad. What the residents and businesses in Trinidad want and need is for our city council to be honest and transparent, to take action in doing everything that can be done to build a new water and road infrastructure and to get our water clean. We need a city council that is clean, transparent, and trustworthy to protect the interests of Trinidadians and the constitutional rights of the people who want to speak out. If you have a seat on the council and cannot work vigorously toward transparency, financial accountability, and clean water, or if by your seat on the council or as a staff member, your position causes more harm to Trinidad, I suggest you resign tonight. If you're on the council and you're fighting for clean water, a new infrastructure for water, and have had no part in the impropriety, then I ask you to fight with us as we move together for a new Trinidad where the common good outweighs private interests. Positive change is possible for Trinidad, but it will take residents and strong, trustworthy leaders coming together with intentionality for the healthy Trinidad. I concur with the recent comments by our mayor and residents that an independent investigator like the Texas Rangers are needed. I hope our city gets the support it needs for truth to come out and for us to be able to regroup and move for a healthy Trinidad. Thank you.
Thank you.
Lee Stewart.
My name is Lee Stewart. Just go. So the people are asking questions. The people who are asking questions are not enemies. They're not naysayers. They're not those people bitching. They are your voters. They are taxpayers. They are the people paying water bills while wondering when clear, drinkable water will consistently come from their faucets. Months later, we are still asking the same questions. I've watched every city council meeting, and it's the same thing over and over. It doesn't change. Why are the audits still not complete? Why are the record requests still going unanswered? Why are the citizens still fighting just to be heard? Has this city received any grants, loans, or funding to fix the water infrastructure? Have they? I heard they have. Where's that money? I heard it was a great big deal of money. Where is it? If funding has not been secured, what is the plan to get it? This city does not need more division, it needs leadership. Finish the audits, fix the water, restore public trust. And if you cannot be a part of the solution, then step down and allow someone willing to lead to take your place, because citizens should not have to go to beg their own government to do basics. I have a lot of law enforcement in my family and a lot of friends. Never, ever would they intimidate, scare, or put fear or silence their citizens, ever. Ever. That's not their job. Their job is to protect and serve. That's all I have to say.
Thank you. Lindsay Patterson.
For those of you who don't know me, my name is Lindsay Patterson. I am the former city administrator of Trinidad, Texas. I was in the position for 6 months. And I would like to speak to the taxpayers and to the council on liability. The liability costs the taxpayers, and I am a taxpayer. I stepped into the city council room in 2025 because my Fourth Amendment rights had been violated by Trinidad policy, something that I stopped the second that I stepped foot in this office. While I was in office, I spoke on transparency, accountability, spoke on liability. Right now, the city of Trinidad has some major liabilities. You have the city administrator who does not know anything about public records, open records requests. You have Marie Bannister, who was openly accused of going door to door to get somebody on the council to vote her way. Leah Melton, who took the judge's payroll into a business here. All of this creates liability. And when unlawful governance creates that liability, the taxpayers pay for it. Everybody thinks that suing the city is a great thing. It is not, because we as the taxpayers pay for it. TML insurance isn't going to pay for unlawful governance. It's just not. It's just not. Was I unlawfully terminated? I believe so. I know the law. Citizen attorney over here knows the law. Citizen attorney on March 17th asked very specific matter of fact questions that went unanswered. I would bet a year's salary that they did not actually go on record, even though they were requested to go on record. A year's salary. I still haven't seen those minutes. Liability. Liability when contractors put in their contracts that they answer to the council, not to the city administrator. What does that invite? That invites walking quorums. That invites a lack of liability or a lack of accountability to the city administrator or to the contractor or to who's responsible? Who's responsible when you have contractors answering to a city council? Liability. I think we pay enough in government fees, funds, taxes, legitimately, to continue to put people in office that are a liability and are going to cost us more money because they refuse to run lawfully, to not break very simple rules, like don't talk about city business outside of city meetings. I'm not here to litigate my case. I'm here to ask the taxpayers to consider who is on this bench right now. I am going to ask the chief to resign because I once spoke to him about having a higher character standard simply because of the title that he held. I asked him not to go down to the city cafe and just talk. I sent him emails from the city attorney laying out very clearly what was against the law. I told him that same day, I'm here to protect you. I'm here to protect the volunteers, but above everything else, I'm here to protect the city. Because in that moment, I absolutely was doing everything in my power to protect this city and its taxpayers. Clearly, I'm not reading anything. Not any AI, not any Google. I'm simply asking the taxpayers to consider who they want to put in office, who each council member they put in office, because they are the ones that carry the vote. They're the ones that hold this future in their hands, because we are not here discussing water. We are not here discussing the storm drainage. We're not discussing all of the non-compliant things that are taking place. We're here talking about a judge that has served her community, several communities, for 16 years. For 16 years, Judge Bivens served this community. Not this community, but she has served this community for 4 years. 16 years, she has served a community without any complaint.
Lindsay.
And yet, Trinidad was the one that laid claim to a complaint.
Lisa Moffett.
This doesn't work, so I'll have to use my in-charge voice. Hi, everybody. My name is Lisa Moffett. I am a registered nurse. I am a mandatory reporter, and I'm also a civil rights advocate from Malakoff, Texas. I am here to provide public notice to all of you. This is in accordance with the USCS Rules of Civil Procedures, as well as Rule 17 and Rule 20 of the United States Supreme Court. The Constitution for the United States of America is the overarching requirements that every state must follow. I don't think any one of you will ever deny that. States cannot enact their own alternative legislation and substitute it for guarantees of the Constitution of the United States. That would mean that the state laws are more powerful than the Constitution. Clause 1 of the Amendment 5 to the United States Constitution states, "No person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime unless on a presentment or indictment by grand jury." However, in the state of Texas, we have enacted our own alternative legislations that permits the prosecuting attorneys or law enforcement to charge by way of information and not by indictment, which is required by the Constitution, all of which is unconstitutional. Now, an emolument violation is when you pay a public official to break the law. You cannot pay someone to break the law, nor can you ever receive federal funding, and they pay people to violate federal law. The Constitution has two areas that enforce this. The first is Article 1, Section 10, where it states that no state shall create any law that shall impair the obligation of contracts. Police officers, prosecutors, judges are all under a contract to perform what is based upon or within the Constitution of the United States. So that when states enact a law that direct their agents to disobey the Constitution of the United States, that would obviously be a violation of Article 1, Section 10. The 14th Amendment is the other place that you'll find the reinforcement of this issue, and that is where it says, "No state shall create or enforce any law that shall abridge privileges or immunities of United States citizens." The privileges and immunities of United States citizens are at a minimum those enumerated within the Bill of Rights. The first 10 amendments, they cannot be impaired. This was affirmed by the U.S. Supreme Court in 2019. The case was Timms versus Indiana, and thus the state of Texas has enacted a law in its inferior constitution and is enforcing it through agents whom we all pay to violate the Constitution of the United States. As a result, there is an inordinate amount of people currently imprisoned in the state of Texas illegally and unconstitutionally. Tanoa Downing is preparing to litigate this issue in the United States Supreme Court on behalf of more than 700,000 people currently imprisoned in America illegally and unconstitutionally. I'm here today to notify you that if you continue to pay these public officials to break the law, criminal sanctions can come from that. We don't want to go down that path, but I must make sure that you're all made aware that paying people to disobey the Constitution is an emolument violation. It is illegal and it is a crime. I'm asking you, honorable individuals, to please look at Clause 1, Amendment 5, confirm what I'm saying to be true, and then direct your public officials to act in lawful, constitutional, consistent with the obligations that are codified in the Constitution of the United States of America. I have a notice I would like to put on record, and every single one of you now have a lawful duty to take action to address these crimes, and failure to take action as lawfully required is a crime, and your willfulness and knowledge of said crime derives from the public notice that I just provided to you. Thank you so much for allowing me to speak, and have a good day. Is there a clerk still in place?
Thank you, Ms. Moffett.
Who can I put this on the record with? Thank you. Thank you all.
Mr. Gaddis, you are up, sir. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. All right, that looks like it concludes our citizen comments. So at this time, we will move on. Prior to moving into item number 5, I'm just going to state for the record that I once again object to this agenda and the items that are on it in whole. I would also say item number 5, Going into executive session, the consultation with our attorney should have been separated from the personnel matters and Ms. Bivens. Since Ms. Bivens has enacted her right to be heard publicly, I want to make it clear, as we go into executive session, it will be for the discussion with our attorney only. And because I had no opportunity to review this agenda, and based on some activities that have gone on in recent days, namely our attorney of record, Mr. Clayton Gaddis, being ignored by his emails, his text messages, and other items, I'm not sure exactly which attorney y'all are talking about. But our attorney of record at this point is Mr. Clayton Gaddis. So at this time, pursuant to the Open Meetings Act, Chapter 551, Texas Government Code, the City Council will recess into executive session to discuss, for consultation with our attorney.
Mr. Mayor, point of order.
Yes, sir.
So item number 5 mentions that you are to go into executive session to discuss the following: consultation with attorney and personnel matters to deliberate the appointment, employment, evaluation, reassignment, duties, discipline, or dismissal of a public officer or employee, namely Shalina Bivens. Ms. Bivens has, through council today, made very clear that she wishes an open hearing. And because the city council and the agenda does not bifurcate both the any discussion with the attorney and personnel matters as 2 separate agenda items, I would suggest that any decision made and any executive session made in accordance with number 5 would be unlawful under Chapter 551 of the Open Meetings Act.
Thank you. Clayton, do you want to respond to that?
I would say, since the part of the executive session that is just referring to consultation with the attorney, which I'm presuming is being, there should not be any decisions being made on anything when it comes to personnel matters. Now, outside of that, I think that's, we're assuming if you want to continue on with separating it out like that. I would like the opportunity to discuss with council, or discuss with the council, some of the events that are going on right now. But ultimately, I think that's, as it comes to the second part, I do agree with Mr. Grisham and your previous assessment on it.
Okay, thank you. I am going to strongly advise this council to accept the advice of Mr. CJ Grisham. I can't stop the council if you decide to go into executive session. She has, yes, ma'am. Well, number 5 specifically states consultation with attorney. He just made a statement. Yes, sir.
Ultimately, the safest option would be to just table the entire thing. Honestly, just because it should have been separated out. And just on the record, for council, if we're not going to be able to go with that. For an executive session, I do want to engage with the mayor that the agenda as written is, and that is just on its face. Because it directly goes against the rules and procedures that this council has passed in a resolution last year. I think it might have been the first resolution of 2025. And the rules and procedures directly state that the mayor is to be involved in the decision-making process. So if it is the mayor's testimony that is not a part of the creation of this agenda, it is my opinion that it violates the rules and procedure for this city council.
Okay. Thank you.
Excuse me, Ms. Novak, could you update us a little bit on that?
Yeah, who's paying for that? Just
Okay,
curious.
all right.
No one's paying for it yet.
Yeah.
We're on the agenda. No, but,
I mean, we've been the law, I mean, particularly on our meeting on, out of six.
I would concur with Mr. Grisham on his analysis of the bifurcation of the,
We'll reach out to you. But-
So, if I may, I have a couple of questions, okay? Are you speaking on behalf of the city right now?
absolutely not.
Okay. Have you at any point in the past week or so given any legal advice to any of the council members on behalf of the city?
No, sir.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Why is he here? Who invited her?
Well, it's a public meeting. He's
So
free
we're
to be
asking you
here.
to ask who invited me. I'm here on behalf of Flowers Davis on agenda item number 8.
And how did you get on it?
Oh, we were solicited.
By who?
Well, I don't think we're taking up number 8. right
By Ms.
now,
Bannister.
All right, so, all right, come on, guys.
You still didn't answer who.
He doesn't have to
We don't, I
answer
mean,
that.
we're not in open, I mean, we're not like.
He doesn't have to answer that at this time.
Well, how did, respectfully, how did she know to address a random?
Yeah, why? Because he's on the agenda. I'm a council member.
But what, so is it, are we moving on to his item? Is that what? So why did you address him? Okay, so you wanted a second opinion from him. So he's not a random,
I'm not taking your question.
right? I wouldn't either.
All right.
Why did she ask him to address everybody then?
Everybody, just please calm down. So we will not be adjourning into executive session.
Smart.
And in regard to Ms. Bivens, I want to read through Government Code Section 30.0000085, removal of a judge. A municipal judge of a general law municipality may be removed from office at any time for the reason stated and by the procedure provided for the removal of members of a municipal governing body in subchapter B, chapter 21, local government code. A municipal judge of a home, I'm sorry, that's on rule, it's really not applicable. So moving on to local government code, section 21.025, as referenced above, general grounds for removal, an officer may be removed from office for incompetency, official misconduct, or intoxication on or off duty caused by drinking an alcoholic beverage. So those are the only justifications. So as we move into Judge Bivens' hearing, I would like for y'all to keep that in mind, and hopefully you can make it clear which one of those offenses that Ms. Bivens is being accused of. Any discussion?
Judge Bivens is sitting in the back next to Lindsay. The blue flower dress. She knows case.
Judge, do you have anything to say?
She did the right thing.
CJ, why stand with me? No. I'm just gonna stand here with you. Go. Go ahead.
I prepared a statement and then I tweaked it. I've had quite a few days off with pay, actually. Still don't know why. I think enough has been said this evening. I'm not on trial. I will reiterate to the whole world watching now, I have been a good judge, a damn good judge, I believe is what I told you all last time. I've done nothing illegal, immoral, unethical. I don't live here. I live a little ways away. It doesn't matter why I come here to work. I enjoy what I do. I've served honorably. And I appreciate the outpouring of support. I've seen some comments online. I'm not going to address those because they're not true. I'm not on trial here. This is my attorney. I guess we're doing this now.
Yeah.
We weren't.
We weren't. We originally sent a cease and desist, but I'd just like to remind the council that while there are those stated
Names and phone numbers of everybody that called in, and she was writing notes for people that. Because I have a walk-in docket. I try to be here every day for the public to accommodate them. My email was suspended on Tuesday, actually. Tuesday. I'm don't know that my password's been changed, but it has been suspended. So if that's not judicial interference, I don't know what is. Again, I want to thank everybody that's here, the support of some of the council, the world watching, I guess. I have friends and family out there. A lot of people have reached out to me. And I appreciate that. I really do.
All right. Thank you, Judge. Okay. Okay.
Was it legal for her to dismiss the ticket on auto? Wow.
So that is not a question that is applicable to this matter. I don't know the facts around any of that. I was with the judge about any of that.
Wow.
Well, whether she did it or whether it was legal, I don't know. Those are questions that can be asked at an appropriate time. And sometimes I wonder why we get in such a rush and everything's got to happen right now. There are ways to actually do investigations and look at things and come to logical decisions on what we do. But when we do all this stuff so quickly, that's why we scheduled this meeting for the 27th, and we had to move it to the 28th. And we do this over and over and over. And listen, I'm not here to pick sides. We got work to do, and this is not doing it.
So, we didn't get anything the last time. Like I said, she been over there 3 years time. She never gave an answer. I mean, I asked her that. what she was making, and she lied to me about that.
So, but why is, wait. Why is,
What was the other?
come on, guys.
That's a question. They would run.
Let me ask you a question. So what about her salary is applicable to those three items that I read that was reason for removal? If you want to remove the judge,
Well, I had her on there, I was supposed to remove you. You're changing the
Well,
whole scenario.
you were going to pay her $400 a month to drive up here from Frankston.
I don't care what you got.
Well, I understand, but regardless, we have these options available to us if you're going to take action against her tonight. Now, I will tell the council, with the world watching and 5-6 lawsuits already in our lap, we should probably make better use of our time. And frankly, if you want to safely remove the judge, wait 15 months or whatever it is till she's up to be appointed again, and don't appoint her. No harm, no foul. It's not that hard. So we are going to move on.
Judge, point of order.
Yes, sir.
This is an agenda item, and there are people that spoke up or that signed up to speak on agenda item number 5.
Well, anybody in the room has the availability to speak on this, but we did 2 meetings ago adjust the time on that to 2 minutes.
That's fine. I did sign up to speak for my 2 minutes on this agenda item.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
Thank you. I'm going to remove my concerned citizen hat and put on my lawyer hat, because my previous comments obviously were as a concerned citizen. First of all, let me answer that question that Ms. Melton had. None of your business. The judge determines probable cause, not you, not the mayor, definitely not Ms. Bannister, and not the police chief. The judge,
That's right.
a judge alone determines probable cause. Okay? The officers do the unlawful arrest. The judge determines it's unlawful and determines whether or not she or he is going to dismiss. That's the way the law works. The judge is an independent judiciary. She works for the city, but you know what? She's her own branch of government in the city. Okay? Unless there is a statutory reason to fire her, which none has been brought up today, you cannot fire her. No matter how much Marie Bannister whines to you in the background, goes door to door trying to do it, fumbles up these agenda items, it doesn't matter. She alone determines probable cause. And here's the other thing that you should know, Ms. Bannister. She can be 100% wrong. Nothing you can do about it. Judges make wrong decisions all the time. If she's wrong, appeal it. Well, you can't because you don't have standing. So her decisions are final. They are not subject to your whims at all. Okay? Whether she's right or wrong is her judicial discretion. Period. And she determined, based off of the false complaint filed by your police department, which needs to be disbanded, that based solely on that complaint and the victim saying she's not a victim, that probable cause no longer exists. Thank you. Again.
You're welcome to sign off. I think Marie's time is up.
Mr. CJ said pretty much everything I wanted to say, but I find it mind-blowing that people that don't have law degrees are questioning people that have law degrees. That just blows my mind. And anytime, you know, that the police are always saying when they make these bad arrests or good arrests, let the courts handle it. Let the courts figure it out. Well, the courts have figured it out. The courts have handled it. And now y'all are acting like y'all know more than the courts. And I just find that mind-blowing. And y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. Let the courts handle it. The court handled it. So get over your egos and let it go and move on. She did her job. She upheld her oath. She didn't violate anybody's rights. But y'all are tyrants, and y'all are unhappy about it.
Anybody else wish to speak on this agenda item? So this this wording is not quite correct anymore, obviously, since we didn't go into executive session. Item number 6 would have us coming back into special session when this is actually a regular session, so I'm not going into that. Item number 7, discuss and possibly take action concerning the dismissal or termination of Selena Bivens. Any discussion up here?
I have a question that I asked the first time I was here as a council member. And nobody's given me an answer on it yet. She's supposed to be a judge, but she's in the city retirement program. So is she a city employee or is she a judge? I'm confused. We spent $9,000 getting her into our retirement program due to Lindsay turning things around and changing her status to full-time. And now we're out the money and y'all are saying she's not a city employee?
No, she is city employee. She is also
A judge.
judiciary.
Yeah.
So she has judicial independence. She's also still under the city.
So they jacked her hours up to get her into our retirement program, so we can spend $9,000 on her back to retirement?
I'm not familiar with how you guys do retirement.
Well, it ain't like that.
Well, they did.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, since this has been, here, I'll come up to the podium again. Okay. I got 2 minutes. 2 minutes. The TMRS program is for city employees, but as he just explained, she is an employee, but also has her own judicial independence. She did. Something, again, that I described on March 17th. $9,000 of back retirement pay, something that was also done for one of our officers. People want to forget about that. And when she started, she was working for a full department, which was requiring her to work the amount of hours. It is 20 hours, 19 to 20 hours. And it is a state law that requires municipal employees to be on the retirement program. I spoke to TMRS. They told me specifically, if she is not on there, you need to have her on there. You need to have her on there. Why? Because she was owed that money, because she was working the required amount of time during that period of time before she hurt her back, before the previous police department went away. She worked her time. Yes, she was required by law to be there. And so yes, by law, and as the city administrator at that time, I put her on the TMRS. I back paid per the law, so the city, the citizens, did not have to pay out on the fines, and so everybody who was on the TMRS did not end up getting it simply because they will absolutely pull that out from underneath if we violate the law. Compliance is a thing. Lawful governance is a thing. Liability is a thing. I did my job. That keeps getting brought up and brought up and brought up. She earned her money. What she didn't get to do was contribute to it during the time that she was not allowed to be on it. She served here. She served very, very well. She earned her money.
Anything else?
I guarantee she won't act like that when the Rangers come.
So I'm going to strongly recommend to this council that we table item number 7. Do I have a motion as such? Okay. Do I have any other motion on this item?
I'll make a motion to remove Judge Shalom Gibbons to the appointment of municipal judge for the city. Wow.
Point of order, Mr. Mayor.
Yes, sir.
If the city council goes forward this and votes in affirmative on this motion, they will be in violation of state law. And the decision will be void.
So point of order, this is retaliatory, and I think a judge and a jury will be able to see that. Recommend you guys take consideration of that.
Yeah, point of order, articulate a reason for your motion. Like, come on, what are you doing here?
What's your
Yes,
reason?
why?
Why?
Yeah, what is the reason?
Why are we up?
We deserve the right to know why.
I also strongly recommend that y'all table this item for the reasons I had brought up earlier.
Guys, I don't know what we're doing.
Nobody does.
How much deeper do we dig this hole? I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, no.
Wow.
Motion carries.
Wow. Now that's all got place.
Point of order, Mr. Mayor.
Yes, sir.
Based on state law, your municipal judge, Ms. Bivens, is still your municipal judge. The decision that was just made and the vote that was just had was in violation of state law and is void.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, I don't know if you were referring to me and CJ as outsiders, but we're here in your city. We're not residents of your city, but we care about your city. We're not here to throw lawsuits around for no reason, but you can see what your council's doing.
We tried to avoid the lawsuit.
We've tried to avoid all these. We've been communicating with their city attorney, who they're now trying to fire, just because he's been cordial with us. It's a shame what's going on.
Security, you know it is.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, it started, obviously, they reached out to another attorney.
Well, we're gonna get there.
It was the predecessor for the
Mr.
record.
Stearman, we're gonna get there.
Hey, can we get a roll call vote, please? We couldn't hear yes or
Point of
no.
order, I'd like to roll call exactly who voted yes on this.
Okay. So we will call the roll. When I call your name, yes means we're in favor of this motion, no means you are not. Velma Womack? No. Dale Melton?
Yes.
Marie Bannister?
Yes.
Chandra Sutton?
Yes.
Wow.
So holy smokes.
Y'all fucked up. I'm
And
just
I
saying, y'all
think,
fucked
do
up.
you not get to vote? Do you not, you don't vote?
Only on case of time. And we didn't have a tie, so I don't. So we are going to move on to item number 8. Discuss and take action to approve a professional services agreement with Flowers Davis PLLC to provide
Council members, Mayor. So we're here on number 8, and my name's Jose Castaneda. I'm here on behalf of Flowers Davis. And as you mentioned, Mr. Mayor, the city is involved in multiple lawsuits, and we were solicited to potentially represent you guys in those lawsuits in the event that assignment wasn't done by TML, or TML decided not to cover you guys for whatever reason. And with lawsuits, as I'm sure all the attorneys in the room can attest, there's deadlines, there's timeframes that if in the event that, you know, TML or whoever you guys have as coverage doesn't cover you guys, we're kind of in the rafters and the wings, just trying to make sure that the city's answering complaints and doing everything lawfully as far as the litigation is concerned. So there were some folks that reached out, and I collected some fact some enough to base, hey, is this our specialty? Can we represent you guys? That kind of thing. And just a little bit about us. We represent multiple counties, multiple cities, both in a transactional situation and a litigation situation. We also take on cases from the Texas Association of Counties. So it works very similar to to TML. So we are TAC attorneys. In fact, I think Mr. Grisham and our firm have been on opposite sides of the V. As y'all can tell, he's a fierce and passionate litigator. Good dude. But that just goes to show you that despite all the litigation that may be ongoing and the adversarial nature of all this, somebody mentioned a second ago, let the courts handle it, let it flow out that way. And that's all I'm here for. To answer Ms. Patterson's question earlier, we have not been contracted for litigation matters. This is just us pitching you guys our services, and that's it.
So did you provide to whoever you spoke to?
Yes.
A sheet with service cost or anything like that?
Yes, sir. I have a copy here, if you like, for engagement letter. It's not a contract.
So you say, and I'm not trying to hold you. Just asking questions.
Sure.
Because there's been a lot of confusion, at least to myself and to Mr. Gaddis, about exactly who was representing the city right now. And so you said some people reached out.
Yes.
Would you put a number on that sum?
I believe it was 2 folks.
2 folks. Okay.
Or who?
For the record. For the record.
At the same time.
We're just having a conversation.
Mr. Mayor, I represent cities and counties, and I'm just going to say this. I've never been asked directly from the public. I will take all your questions and the council's questions, but if we could limit the
You're not using your freedom. You're not using your freedom.
Hey, wait a minute, we're taxpayers. We have the right.
Mayor, would you mind asking him to head contact?
So I will ask you directly, who contacted you?
I did.
Okay.
I did. The litigations for the lawsuits that were coming against me.
Okay, I would have thought that would have gone through Mr. Gaddis, and he would have made that.
Mr. Gaddis and I don't seem to,
Knew it.
don't seem to see eye to eye about several that he's bullied everybody, bullied the council. He doesn't, so I have a choice of not having to use our council.
That's not your decision to make.
It is, but I'm getting a personal lawsuit, yes, it is. I've got a personal lawsuit against me. It is mine.
This council.
Then you pay for it.
I did, I am paid for it to be mine.
Yeah, the city is not paying for it.
I'm not
The
paying
city's
for it.
not paying for it,
I said he hasn't been paid yet.
So,
not by the city,
Ms. Dozier,
yes.
this council approved Mr. Gaddis' contract last Tuesday night,
Yes,
correct?
but done incorrectly.
How-
I have explained to Mr. Gaddis that it was done under the wrong code.
Don't be working for you.
That is
How-
not
how-
true. We have never had this discussion before the record.
Wow.
And I sent you an email explaining that to you, because it was explained to me.
Who explained it to you?
He did.
He just told me earlier that he didn't give any legal advice to anyone.
No, he didn't.
There's, Mr. Mayor, there's a difference. There's a difference between advising a client and just talking about facts. And a fact was presented, and just that's all we discussed. The things that are ongoing with the city as far as litigation is concerned, and we need those facts to determine whether or not we can represent or would like to represent an entity like the city of Trinidad.
I understand that she reacted to whatever that fact was you gave her and chose to ignore emails and text messages from Mr. Gaddis.
Just a moment, I didn't choose to ignore, sir. I have been doing nothing but answering 1,000 phone calls a day and 100 emails of people like this being
But that's
ugly to
still
everybody in the
counsel.
city,
Like, if you have a
death
conversation, that's
threats
still
and everything
counsel.
else. So it's not that I purposely ignored anything. I've been busy taking phone calls and people threatening all the counselors and you and me and everybody. That's what I've been doing.
Okay, all right.
I'd like you to also ask who the second person was and whether they were contacted and at the same time, if you would please.
So who's the second person now?
All right, let's go.
Friends meeting.
Mr. Gaddis, do I have the right to ask that question in your opinion? I don't mean to put you on the spot.
Can you repeat the question?
You are our attorney of record. Do I have the right to ask him who the other person was that contacted him?
I mean, you can ask him, and whether he answers or not is.
So who was the second person?
It was the police chief. Again, we're getting,
I'm not. I don't care anymore. I've kept my mouth shut for a long time now.
Keep it
News,
shut.
are you listening?
You arrested
them all. No. Hold on. I want everybody to let me speak.
Are you fixing to
No,
still here?
No, I'm gonna let everybody let me speak.
No.
All right?
No.
No, you've already allowed it to be an open session, so I'm gonna speak. No, I'm gonna speak. He made a comment on the news that he wanted the Texas Rangers to come in here and investigate. I welcomed them because I have nothing to hide. All of them, every single one of them have been involved with Mr. Grisham and Otto and who else was it? I'm an attorney, that's what I do. This guy right here in the front, what's your name? Hey, Clayton, can I? Yeah. Every single one of them have been involved in all this, and I'm just gonna tell you, it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out.
It will.
Okay, thank you.
Everybody can keep running their mouths and talking smack about me. I have never done anything against you. I have never done anything that's gonna violate anybody's rights. I wasn't even here for that arrest. I wasn't even here for Jennifer Combs' arrest. Kearns PD arrested them on our warrant. So for everybody to say that Jennifer Combs was arrested on warrant.
Mr. Mayor, if I may, I just want to clarify. The reason these folks reached out was purely for, hey, can you represent us? We need to gather facts. It's a consultation, and based on the facts that the chief gave and that your city administrator gave, we felt that this is well within our wheelhouse. We represent governments all the time, especially in the event that TML wouldn't assign you guys an attorney. What we talked about, that's going to be covered by the confidentiality of that consultation. But I don't mind telling you the folks that I talked to base our decision to come here tonight. And if that's a problem, then there's a whole problem with the legal world, right?
But that's counsel. That's counsel. That's not a sit-down chat, sir.
Alright,
That's
so-
counsel.
Again, we need to stop the back and forth.
No, Mr. Mayor, the only thing I have asked you this, you and I have had conversations about this, and I have asked you to take order when we have meetings, to quit letting everybody on the outside come in here and start screaming and yelling at us. All they do is they do this right here. They want a reaction out of everybody. Okay? But you don't do that though. You allow people to run everybody up here. Every single one of these council members have been backed up in the corner because you allowed it. What about the previous? You allowed it.
I have no.
But first of all.
Are you whining now?
No. First, who are you? Who are you?
My name is Lee Stewart, and I've been
Okay.
watching every move you've made
Okay,
since
do
you
you
arrested
live here
Jennifer.
in Trinidad?
No, I don't.
No, yeah, it does, because a lot of the citizens that live here in Trinidad know what's really going on.
Yeah,
And everybody
I do know what's going on.
Mr. Mayor, candidly, we're on number 8, and all we're speaking about is whether or not this city is going to hire Flowers Davis.
You're right. You are correct.
So all I'm asking for is a little order here.
I know, I understand. Out of respect, I was going to allow the chief to talk because he has the right to talk as well.
Absolutely.
And so,
Mr. Mayor, may I have my 2 minutes on agenda number 8?
yes, sir, you can.
Are you done, dude?
Oh, hey, man.
All right. Let me tell you and this fine gentleman, yes, we get to sit on the opposite sides of things, something that you probably don't know. Oh, let me put my attorney hat back on. This is official. You guys are sitting here talking about hiring this wonderful man. I'll tell you, if you ever did, you got a good attorney here. However, I've been contacted by TML attorneys about y'all's cases. So why are we even talking about this if you've already got attorneys? Does your attorney know that y'all are looking for other attorneys? Does your attorneys know that they're accepting service while you're sitting here debating whether or not to hire someone else to accept service? It's not his fault. It's not his fault at all. But y'all have attorneys. Somebody messed up. It's TML attorneys. TML attorneys contacted me this morning and we had a conversation. So
If I may,
yeah.
Mr. Grisham, this might clear it up. Obviously, you know that the agenda had to be posted last week. At that time, TML had not assigned, to our knowledge, had not assigned an attorney. Therefore, the city was kind of, if y'all didn't hire an attorney soon, the window was going to.
And I just want to let y'all know, you are represented right now.
Correct.
And so it's probably a moot point unless you want to fire TML, who's your risk pool, and hire an outside agency, which comes out of taxpayer money.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
And yes, everything Mr. Grisham said should be taken into consideration for agenda item number 8.
Okay.
And he would be an awesome attorney, I'm telling you. I'm not saying don't hire it, it's not good. He's awesome.
No
further questions.
No. Any discussion up here? So I'll entertain a motion.
I'll like a motion to hire me.
So you're gonna spend taxpayers' money?
Have a motion, do we have a second?
Are you serious?
You're gonna use taxpayers' money instead of TML?
We have a motion and a second to approve Flowers Davis PLLC to provide outside legal counsel regarding any and all litigation in the city. And so that would also include authorizing Mayor Pro Tem to execute the contract.
No.
All those in favor, say aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries.
So we have to pay for the attorneys instead of TML. Is that what you're saying, taxpayers?
It's gonna come out of my pocket.
That's right. What is this nonsense?
Maybe we should hold a citizens vote.
Yeah, recall.
Yes.
Yeah. He's got a blank. Who's writing this up?
Yeah.
We know, sure. They can be quiet, they can be removed.
At this point in time,
Freedom of speech.
it would require some major disorderly conduct for me to remove somebody.
Yeah, remove me.
Item number 9, discuss and possibly take action to terminate the legal services agreement with Clayton P. Gaddis, PLLC, and directing the city administrator, Cynthia Dozier, to notify the firm and take all necessary steps to protect the city's legal interests. Would you like to speak?
I have no comment on this.
All right, thank you. So, Mr. Grisham?
I did sign up for this one as well, Mr. Mayor.
All right.
Let me get this straight. Y'all are going to fire an attorney, someone who's been to law school. You have a degree, I assume, correct? Yeah. In the law, right? And you're going to allow this woman to be your attorney, to handle legal matters? She's the one that got you all this liability. Now you're firing the guy that could have protected you from liability so that you can hire the woman to create more liability. Who has it? Where's your law degree at, ma'am? You don't? Wow. She doesn't have a law degree and she's going to handle, look at the agenda. She's going to handle legal matters for the city. Wow. I hope you have a good Google degree, and I hope that you have a good subscription to Claude AI or something like that. Maybe a LexisNexis account. But ladies and gentlemen, what you're about to do is fire an actual attorney and hire, I don't even know who she is, but she's not an attorney, and she's going to handle legal matters. So I have seen a lot of weird stuff in this state. I have never seen this. You think it's bad now? Get rid of your attorney. You think you're in trouble now? Get rid of your attorney. You should be getting your police department because it's being led by a tyrant and someone who admittedly, and by the way, your sergeant admitted to me, they don't have to know case law regarding the laws they enforce. He literally told me that. You know who would be able to fix that? An attorney. You think she's going to teach the chief the law and the sergeant? Thank you.
Thank you.
I'd like to speak. I have no intentions of being anybody's lawyer. I'm supposed to take bids for the lawyer.
Protect the city's legal interests.
Do you mind if I speak now?
Well, can you do it right here, please?
Yeah, how about I just stand up here?
That would be fine.
First of all, on the agenda, it was in the wrong code. He was done as an employee, not a contract. We were just terminating him so we could take bids and he can apply again for the bid.
Wow.
It's not a matter of me being an attorney. I'm just supposed to take the bids from different attorneys. That's all that is.
That's all real
That sounds
convenient.
like Kenny
Sounds
City.
like what the Bannisters did. Yes, that's convenient.
Ignorance ain't good. Read the agenda. I'm just taking bids, like you're supposed to do at a city.
On whose order?
All right, so,
On the law's order.
all right, does anybody else wish to come to the podium and speak for 2 minutes on this agenda item? Any further discussion up here? All right, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I guess I'll just give you a chance to clear it up. So you're telling us he was hired under the wrong code?
Correct.
And so
So
rather
his
than
executive-
correcting that,
His executive session was unlawful, so the
Right.
actions that were made.
So rather-
We're just trying to redo it.
right, so, but rather than redoing it, you're actually terminating him and opening up bids again?
Yes.
So you made a mistake. Respectfully, I'm just trying to understand. You made a mistake in the process of hiring him? And so to correct that, you're deciding no longer to hire him, but to open it up back to the status before you had hired him, rather than just correct the procedural issue in his hiring?
I figured he's be the only one who puts in a bid and he'll be rehired.
Even if that's the case,
You call
you're
somebody.
not fixing the problem and maintaining the same attorney. You're replacing the attorney.
Mr. Mayor, if I may.
Yes, sir.
To clear it up, you said, you illustrated it perfectly. There's a procedural issue. The way the city is looking at it is rectifying that issue. Mr. I don't know you, but I'm gonna call you Clayton, because he's the only cool guy. Clayton has all the opportunity in the world.
Right, but what I'm saying is he was hired.
Sure.
There was a procedural issue in that.
Correct.
And so rather than fix the procedural issue to maintain his employment here, they're taking that opportunity to rescind that and open it back up to bidding?
Based on what Ms. Dozier just explained, if it was done ultra virus, then I would think that this is the only way to rectify
The
that.
mayor had told me to
May I
put his
say
name on
something?
there and didn't give me a chance to take any bids at the time.
But you already said it's because y'all didn't agree with each other. You
Well,
said that earlier,
was
so what is
after-
it?
That was after we hired him.
Okay, guys, we're not gonna go back to that. We need to get this thing wrapped up.
I'll see the rest of my time.
Thank you.
Point of order, is that what I'm supposed to say?
That's close enough.
May I speak on this item?
Go ahead.
I came to just sit and listen to find out what was going on with the city that I've lived in for more than 50 years. That is my son-in-law. He lives here. He's rooted here. He cares about this city.
Amen.
He cares about this town. He's growing a family here. He built a home here. He is not up. I'm not being accusatory, but he is not coming into this town to gain attention or make money off of this little city that he lives in. He drinks the water. He cares about this place. And for you all to turn your back on one of your own that cares about serving this community. And I would stand up to Jesus Christ and swear before all the angels that he never bullied anybody. He will tell you the truth. He is honest. And he hates me right now for doing this, just so you know. But he is very, very, almost to a fault, honest and transparent. He would never discuss anything that was a legal matter outside of the proper boundaries. He is trustworthy. He is a servant. He's not out for gain.
Ma'am, your time's up.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
May I say something?
Yes.
So I'm just a village idiot, man, single father. I've been here for 30 years. My great grandparents grew up here, and I'm emotionally invested in this now. I just have one quick question. Did you say that in the executive session that was not legal, that when you hiring him was not legal in that executive session?
That's what I said, it was unlawful because it was in the right code. It was under employee, not a contract.
Okay, so all I have to say is, how could we terminate somebody if that executive session was never legal in the first place? And then y'all have an opportunity to save yourselves if that's the case.
You don't mind? It's not gonna take me 2 minutes. Looking at the council's agenda, they're wanting to fire this good man right here. And they already had the firm replacement already announced who they're going to hire at the council meeting if it went to executive session. That doesn't sound like they're going to rebid the contract back out again. So who's lying to who? Thank you.
Right.
Mr. Gaddis, are you alleged, do the lawyers for the lawsuits and everything?
Sorry?
No, I'm not gonna do this. Never mind.
She was gonna try to fix it real quick.
No, I'm not trying to fix anything. They represent different kinds of laws. Does that make sense?
No.
Litigation, you said in your meeting you didn't want to do litigation, did you not? You didn't want to do litigation, is that not what you said?
I'm going to answer the presiding officer.
Oh, okay. I see.
So, and I'll be back. What I think you're asking, Ms. Dozier, is if Mr. Gaddis and Flowers Davis practice different areas of law.
Yes, Mr. Gaddis said he didn't want to do litigation.
Right.
And we need it right now with the lawsuits.
I understand that. And I believe it to be factual. However, if we were going to seek additional or another attorney with a city attorney already under contract, it would make sense to me that we would go to that city attorney and have him take care of that process, not do it on our own. He is our
That
legal
attorney
representative.
sent us letters telling us we weren't allowed to talk to anybody.
Oh.
Come on.
So,
Which is not right.
Just to be clear, if you look at the first paragraph of the engagement letter, it specifically says that we would work in tandem with the city attorney. Like, we are not your city
and I'm
attorney.
not,
So
I'm
you're not our
not.
city attorney. That was my question. No, so we won't have a city attorney. Fire.
Correct.
Right.
Now, there's an agenda item for that coming up.
Yes.
I have one question.
Yes, sir.
What is the reason you get fired? Attorney Nick?
Well, there's not one that I'm aware of. All right.
She said that.
All right, so anybody else wish to come to the podium and speak on item number 9? Any discussion over here? I will entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to bid the contract and slip the hook bids, do visits, then hire off record and under the wrong code.
So I have a motion by Marie, do I have a second?
We couldn't hear.
Yeah. Do we have a second?
We don't know who's telling her what to do.
I will take care of that.
Was that?
Calm down. Calm down.
She just told her what to do.
Yes.
She just told her what to do. Which happens. She just told her what to do.
Yes.
Yes.
I didn't.
She said,
I
you
don't
need
doubt
second.
that, there's cameras all over. I didn't see you.
I guess we'll sit on there.
So,
Yeah, Mike right there.
all right. Understand, we have a motion by Marie, a second by Chandra, to take action to terminate the legal service agreement with Clayton B. Gaddis P. LLC and directing the city administrator, Cynthia Dozier, to notify the firm and take all necessary steps to protect the city's legal interests.
Right.
All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Opposed? Motion carries.
Imagine that.
We get another roll call.
Yes, sir. So we will once again call the roll. Velma Womack? No, I'm sorry. Let's go to the motion. So we have a motion to terminate Clayton's legal contract. Yes would be in the affirmative to approve the motion. No would be opposed. So in regard to, there's no discussion.
Allegedly.
Yeah, there's nothing in the agenda.
But no.
So I just need a yes or no from you. No.
Thank you.
Leah?
Yes. Of course.
Marie?
Yes.
Chandra?
Yes. Yeah, I'm surprised on that one.
All right, there's your roll call, motion carries. Item number 10, only if dismissal or termination results from action item number 7, discuss and possibly take action regarding the appointment of Susan Carver as municipal judge.
The
Point of
judge
order,
that
Mr.
was one of her
Yes,
friends
sir.
called in at one of the meetings to go get Judge
So
Evans.
point of order, the
I was here.
number 10 says only if dismissal or termination results from action item number 7. Item number 7 is void as to law. Therefore, no such termination or dismissal occurred, and therefore this item should be removed from the agenda.
That's right.
Good enough.
Mr. Gaddis, do you care to weigh in on that, sir?
You guys are fired.
Just fired, just fired. What are you gonna say? I said, oh, you anything.
The new guy.
There is a responsibility here. I think you would agree, right?
Mr. Grisham, could you repeat it again?
Yeah, so my point of order is, agenda item number 10 states only if dismissal or termination results from action in item number 7. What happened under action item number 7 was that the city council voted to terminate Judge Bivens. However, that vote violates statutory law under the Texas Government Code and is therefore void as an operation of law. Therefore, dismissal or termination did not result, and therefore item number 10 is not applicable.
If void, he's correct on that point. I would just go back to what I had stated earlier about the agenda as a whole, going against the rules of procedure, which is all public. So at the very least, I would say it's voidable. But, you know, as a point of caution, I would suggest staying away from this line item, but that is up to the council to determine.
All right, and I won't come back to you again. I understand where you're at, but I know where you were on that point. So, Mr. Grisham, I would ask one question from you. What would establish that item being void? Would that require judge's ruling?
So what would have to happen is that any citizen may file a lawsuit against the city for injunctive and declaratory relief, that any action taken under item number 7 and or item number 10 be voided if this council decides to move forward. Now, it's void as an operation of law, so how it's going to be enforced, I don't know. But if it is indeed void of bull, then you can do it, and then that's where the citizen injunctive relief would come in.
All right, thank you. And that would obviously void anything that happens in item number 10 as well.
And I want to clarify that I'm only speaking as a citizen who happens to be an attorney, and I am not providing you with legal advice.
All right,
I'm
thank
giving
you.
you my personal opinion as a lay citizen who happens to be an attorney.
All right, thank you. Anybody else want to speak on this?
Sorry, I want to speak on this issue.
Okay, let's do this again. All right, we talked about liabilities to the taxpayers earlier. We have had, so far, we have multiple lawsuits already filed and pending. We have Chief Charles Gregory, who came here from, he had at one point in time worked here in Caney City. Who did he bring on? Before my termination was even on the agenda, she was in the city administrator's office. Not okay, retaliatory. Who called you?
Mayor, Chief, called me.
Oh, okay. Well, regardless, it was illegal. And regardless, you were in my office before there was an agenda. So Judge Carver also happened to work at the same city at the same time. Feel free to look up those records. They are very well present. So do we really want to continue the chain of liability to our own pockets? Because that's what's happening. The train is rolling. Do we really want to keep doing this? Are we going to allow the council to keep doing this?
What can we do about it?
Sue them.
That's the plan. Gotcha. Got a petition.
Okay. Anybody else? Yes, sir.
Just want to real quick remind the council, your primary job is to represent these people, represent your community. How are you representing your community by doing all of these tonight? You're laughing. You're laughing at all of this. That's right. Right. You guys are not really taking this very seriously. I think it's a shame.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I just know that I've been watching for years judges and city prosecutors making bad decisions. And when I heard that they made the right decision, it was like a breath of fresh air. And to see the way that they're being treated for making the right decision based on the Constitution and people's civil rights, the way y'all are treating them is disgusting. That's all I got.
Further comment?
I do.
Sorry.
I really don't understand what's happened to this. Chandra, you've been my neighbor for years, and I love you. We have done a lot of things together and a lot of support, especially with 821 Ministries. I am so
in shock right now. I was so excited. I don't know how you got on here, but I was excited to find out you were going to be on here because I thought that you could stand up against the hypocrisy with those two women. And now you're not. You're falling right into line with them, and I'm shocked. I love you, girl, and I need you to be you, the strong person I know, because I don't understand what's going on. And if it's because you're afraid you're going to get stabbed in the back, we got you. We got you.
Yes, sir.
As a former city council member myself, I'm pretty familiar with,
Sir, if you're gonna go the 2 minutes, would you please step up to the podium?
as a former city council member myself, I'm familiar with Chapter 21 of the Texas Local Government Code. And I heard a lot of people ask, how can they be removed? Incompetency and gross ignorance of them doing their job. If you feel that that's what's happening here, and from my perspective, that's what's happening here, you have all right to get with the district judge and start the process.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Can you do multiple? You can't do.
Okay,
Your district judge.
Thank you.
Point of order.
Yes.
Hello. Okay. I don't know a lot of you because I don't know why, but I'm from Trinidad. I'm a teacher here. My name is Miller Motley. I, along with Deanna, anyways, came to see what was happening because it's been a long time since I've been at a city council meeting, you know, the school year. I can say as a citizen, I am fully ashamed of our city council.
Yeah.
Besides Miss Velma Womack.
Yeah.
I'm, it makes me, oh God. I mean, I see the families that are here, the children that are here. Miss Bannister sees the children that are here. I just can't wrap my mind around how y'all's personal agendas, you're going in your head and you're just like, I don't care what anybody says. I'm just going to vote this way, no matter what, no matter who it's harming, no matter, and then you just have to shut down to help yourself feel better about yourself. I mean, it's gross, y'all. It's icky. I get such an icky feeling sitting in this room.
You're right.
It's gross. Try to do better. I mean, try to make moves that on this city council that you're not ashamed of. I mean, you should be ashamed of yourself. I mean, you should. And if you don't feel that, then I mean, I guess there's no helping and we just need to vote. We need to vote differently. I mean, hopefully it doesn't take that long, but that's what I'm coming away with thinking.
You're right.
Thank you.
How was Ms. Carter contacted? Who?
So I don't know any of that stuff, and I don't know that it's actually applicable. I think for the purpose of this meeting, we need to move this along.
Well, we know how close it was.
Well, and I'm not going to comment on that. Any discussion? I'm sorry, sir.
Judge, I got just a point of order.
I'm sorry, I'm not a judge.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I wish you were, Mr. Mayor. I just, there's been some argument about us coming in from out of town. We are trying to avoid you being sued more.
Yeah.
You are a type A city. If you remove this judge as a type A city under the circumstances that she's about to be removed under section 29004B, welcome to another lawsuit.
Understood.
I'm trying to avoid that.
Yes. Yes, please.
Man, I concur with the gentleman, I don't know where he went, that just spoke. Yes, you, yeah. Oh my goodness. It's just, I have a sickening feeling in my stomach. I cannot even believe what's going on here tonight. And I want to ask the council, I mean, I think the citizens are going to have to take action if y'all don't do something. And I mean, it's possible for a council member to re-vote on some of the things that you voted on tonight. I really make a new motion and do something different, because what y'all are doing tonight is going to cause the city a lot of liability, cause all the taxpayers a lot of liability, and it hurts that you're not representing everyone here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Any discussion up here on item number 10? I'll entertain a vote. I'll entertain a motion.
Yeah, that's what we thought. Wow.
Have a motion by Marie. Need a second?
Yeah, we got one person running the
We have a
town.
second by Leah.
Ridiculous.
And I'm going to go ahead. All right, I'm going to go ahead and poll this vote just in the beginning. So when I call your name, yes will be in favor of this motion, no will be opposed. Ms. Velma Womack, yes or no? No from Ms. Velma.
Yeah.
Leah Melton?
Yes.
Marie Bannister?
Yes.
Chandra Sutton?
Yes. Wow.
Motion carries. Okay. Moving on to item number 11, council member inquiry time. Pursuant to Texas Government Code Section 551.042, the mayor or council members may inquire about a subject not specifically listed on this agenda. Responses are limited to a recitation of existing policy or a statement of specific information given in response to the inquiry. Any deliberation or decision shall be limited to a proposal to place the subject on the agenda in the future. I would ask the council, when we consider the next agenda, that we put on that agenda something to take action with the water and also to fill this vacant seat. We have a gentleman right here, Mr. Stephen Stearman, who has sent an email letting us know he is available, he is willing to serve. We can certainly put out a request for other people that want to fill that seat. But our next agenda should be something where we are working toward helping our citizens in this town. Any other council members that want to speak?
I would like to know when we're going to start working on the alleyways.
Okay, that's, you would like that on the next? Okay, all right, thank you.
Respectfully, like that, since you guys are just hired,
I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna
what
see
is
while I'm
there,
out
day
of
hours?
town.
Yeah, let's stop the break.
Well, I have nothing to indicate. I don't know if it does. All right, anybody else have council member? All right, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. We have a motion by Marie, a second by Velma to adjourn. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries. We are adjourned.
Marie Bannister, you are an embarrassment to the city of Trinidad. I hope you're proud of yourself. Oh, shit.
I do this on record, somebody, I have a job.
CJ, someday call me. I want to hire you sometime.
It's funny.
God bless you.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, I just don't get it. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for all you're doing.
I'm trying. I'm trying to save the city. Unfortunately, the only way they want to save the city is through lawsuits. Yeah.
And I want this man's a badass.
This is crazy. Absolute insanity, folks.
I have a whole dossier on the city of Trinidad right now.
Yes, ma'am.
Actually, I have a few. Is it legal for two city councils to be talking while one's voted and the other one is trying to get their vote?
So it depends on what you mean by two city councils talking. What do you mean by that?
Like,
Because there's nothing wrong with, if the city council has a representative that has been allowed to speak on behalf of the council on an issue, and that other city council member has been allowed to speak on that issue, then yes. If they're speaking as a whole, like let's say the entire city council is speaking to an entire council, they're required to release a notice that they're going to be together.
like whenever they were voting, like doing the, I believe it was either the judge.
Oh wait, are you talking about a city council person? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you meant two separate city councils. They can talk amongst themselves all they want. I mean,
While they're voting.
While they're voting, yeah. I mean, yeah. There's nothing illegal about that, or I mean, I don't think there's anything improper or yeah. That's fine. They're allowed to talk amongst themselves all the time. So.
One more question. I'm so sorry. I seen y'all's website, but I don't want to like type a lot unless y'all do it. But do y'all represent Missouri or not?
Represent who? Missouri? Oh,
Missouri?
no. We're only in Texas and Maryland right now. Unfortunately.
Do you know anybody?
Now we can do so technically we can do federal lawsuits in all 50 states. What has to happen is, like, for example, let's say Missouri, like you're asking me, I would need an attorney in Missouri to sponsor me to be able to argue in that state, even though it's court, because I'm not licensed in that state and the federal rules require state licensing. So it's called pro hoc vice. So I would need to have an attorney sponsor me pro hoc vice to argue anywhere else. For example, I sued the governor of New Mexico, and I had a pro hoc vice attorney sponsor me on gun issues. So, and ironically, her last name is Grisham also.
There you
So
go.
I got.
No, I was just wondering because a quick.
We tried, brother.
Yeah, fine, bye.
We tried, man.
Thanks.
And I don't know if you're going to try and submit a contract, if you want to even, but I think that they've got the power of the recall. So, all right.
Okay, so
I'm gonna leave it. I think Matthew.
Well, you're a good man.
Matthew 10:14 is a good verse.
Yeah, you're a good man.
there
You
go.
tried. All right, we got to get out of here. Yeah, they're asking us to get out. We can go out here. Yeah.
So I just got a quick, like, the situation that has occurred to me is my 3 kids were taken from me.
Now I'll tell you, I don't do family law though.
Okay, no, but
Okay.
I feel like this is far beyond that, honestly.
Okay.
Because I tried to get information about the court, and
That was asked to give to you.
Okay. Thank you.
they would not talk to me. They would not give me any documentation. My kids have been legally, I say legally, but illegally adopted because I didn't get served anything. Didn't know about it until after the fact. So I don't know And not one lawyer will even talk to me in Missouri. They find
Yeah.
out what the case is, and they're like, we can't help you.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that. That's just not the kind of law that I do. I'm more of a constitutional rights on First and Second Amendment issues mostly. I do Fourth Amendment as well, wrongful arrest and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I couldn't help in Missouri. And I'll be honest, even though I can go pro hoc vice, I generally don't unless it's a major Second Amendment issue, because that's my core focus.
Gotcha.
So, all right,
I was
but
just wondering.
thank you.
Yeah, I just didn't want to waste y'all's time by reading my, form.
Yeah.
I can
Okay.
just ask.
Did you submit one?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. Take care. I don't blame you. I have never seen anything like
I
this.
wanted to just, I was, get out, I was about to jump over the counter at these people. And I'm
Yeah.
going to do this since I'm in my 20s. My heart is
Well,
breaking.
listen, y'all have a remedy, and it's a very easy remedy in a town of 800, and that is recall.
I do have a question about, this is a town of 800, but this has nothing to do with the water. 886.
Oh, 900 then.
It has nothing to do with the water, but coincidentally, I found out county.
Well, I don't think you're allowed to do it unless you do it pro bono. You're not allowed to approach about a case.
Oh, well, I can just go say, hey, we're taking on.
I did already sort of allude to the fact that, hey, yeah. All right, I need to go, but yeah.
This city water actually does almost 1,500 people because the county over there is Trinidad.
Okay.
So I don't know if or what about anything about this. I don't know.
Yeah.
I had to ask questions. to try to
Well,
figure
I
that
guess
out.
the federal lawsuits are going to get to the bottom of it all during discovery.
They'd rather hire an attorney.
So-
We have to pay out of our pocket. Stupid.
They had a TML attorney, which y'all are also paying for, by the way, in your premiums. Y'all pay a TML premium. So, anyway, I think he wanted to talk to me real quick, and
This is the word felon. Well, not anymore. Disseminating news felon. This is the news. This is the
First Amendment felon.
The felony report.
Thank you, Judge, for upholding your house and doing this.
hey, brother, you too, man.
Yeah, you guys should get a good bodyguard. So much.
Yeah.
I told this guy, I said, keep giving the guy in the red beard all the hell in the world. You know what I'm talking about? That
Yeah.
guy, that's funny.
Yeah.
A friend of mine knows the chief down there. He said the chief told him, the guy with the red beard, whatever. He's driving us crazy too. And chief fired her for upholding this guy. And I have a very special gift for you. We have to arrest you. You're done.
Yeah.
Because it won't look personal. It looked personal with this guy. But if you do something, we have to arrest you. You're done. And I think that guy's beard knows that now.
Well, I've also drafted up criminal complaints against certain people within the city. So there might be change a different way.
They really don't know how to handle that guy with the red beard. That's what
Where is he? Oh. All right, brother, take it easy, man. Would you like to talk, or do you need to talk to me at all? If not, I'm gone. You probably got everything from me.
I think I did.
Yeah.
I think I did. We got my number now.
I will just kind of bookend it with all it takes is a citizen to find an attorney to hire for declaratory or injunctive relief. None of those decisions made today are legal.
Yeah.
They're just not legal. So now the question is, are they void or voidable? And that's what, is going to, whoever the attorney is that has to look into that. Personally, I think they're void because they're contrary to state law, not voidable. So anyway, all right.
The city has a lot of cleaning up.
All right, guys. All of these, me? Sure.
I'm gonna talk to her first
Yeah.
and ask her the water issue, but I'd love to ask her a question.
Sure, absolutely.
I promise it's not as close as it seems. It always seems like you're right close. Right. And it's like, that's the view that I have, so.
Yeah, I'd have to look and see because different statutes are different about whether it's void or voidable.
4, 4, 5. Thank you so much. I was just getting a mic check. So first things first, would you mind saying your first and last name and then spelling them for me? My name's Elizabeth Collingsworth. COLLINSWORTH.
By the way,
Why don't you take 2 steps this way? That was a little too close for comfort.
so by the way, the police are essentially escorting Dozier and Bannister. So the little triad of the police chief, the city administrator, and Marie Bannister continues. Nobody here is a threat to anybody. The only threat is Trinidad law enforcement. So I hope the city sort of saw that their own representatives here do not represent their interests. And I hope they saw sort of the corruption. And even if they didn't, I hope they see and understand that we aren't, I'm not from here, but you know what? I have to I drive through Trinidad all the time. As a matter of fact, this gas station right here is like a midway point for me when I'm going to Tyler, Texas for a lot of my cases. And so I stop here and I get drinks, I get gas sometimes. Usually I'm okay on gas, but I'll stop and get a drink, go to the bathroom. And so I come through Trinidad all the time. So this idea that I'm an outsider, I mean, I spend money in this city. And quite frankly, when I come into the city limits, and anyone that comes within the city limits, you are subject to Trinidad authority. And if you're subject to Trinidad authority, you still have a voice, whether you're outside or not. You know, that's like saying we can arrest you, we can violate your rights, we can do all of these things, but because you're an outsider, you can't speak out about that. So, this idea of an outsider, and quite frankly, there are no attorneys that I'm aware of in Trinidad other than the one that they hired and just fired. What are you supposed to do? So,
Still up there?
yeah, still up. I am live. Did you want me to cut off my mic? Let me cut off my mic here. I'm going to cut off my mic for a second.
Here, I'll show them this. Fear not, my loyal chatters, for I have taken the microphone from CJ. I was just showing you guys the initial draft. I guess I need to speak into this. I was showing you guys the initial draft of the lawsuit. Such an obvious lawsuit. I haven't been an attorney for very long, to be candid with you guys, but I have been nothing but stunned every time anything happens. There's Judge Bivens over there waving at me. There's still no sound? Still no sound? The audio's good? I don't know if you can hear me or not, but basically, as a new attorney, I feel like I know 5% of my job, and that's probably generous. 95% I'm learning on the job. I have to sit down and understand. That 5% that I think I understand also doesn't work the way you think it does either. Like here, you think it, why would they vote into such an obvious lawsuit? And my other examples are, juries or, decisions from judges that I've seen. But it's just unbelievable. If you see over there, you see that's Otto's van. I don't know if I can zoom, but that's correct. The mayor did not vote on the termination. Shit is fucked up and stuff. That's Otto's van right there. Look at the eyes. That thing's sick. Shit is fucked up and stuff. Shit is fucked up and stuff. And you know what happens when shit's fucked up and stuff? You end up here. You end up with fucking lawsuits. And you end up with city council members. What's the common theme, by the way? Anyone catch the common theme here? Look into the contesting of water rates from out-of-town users, and you will see why they vote so obviously out of the normal. Okay, well, that's interesting. But anyways, we got a quick shout out for our logo. That's the GFA, baby. Yeah, this is CJ's. Want to say hi to CJ? Chat? You want to do that? I'll put it down.
Single bit is crazy.
Oh, what happened?
Nothing, but we're back.
Excellent.
He's sorry.
All right.
Well, thank you for talking to me.
Yep. Well, I'm going to go ahead and cut this off, and you guys take care. Be safe. Be free. Trinidad, Texas, folks.
You know what? It shouldn't be happening here. It should not be happening here.
Y'all take it easy. Let me turn this off. There it is. See you next time.
Okay.